Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is October 7, 2007, okay, paper 1, and question number 11. What our question says here, that first part, you have to, what is the target? We have to completing square from here to there. Okay. So let's see how we can do first part. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So 2x to power 2 minus 8x and plus 11. Step number 1, take common out from first two values. No need to bring third. If we bring third or not three, no problem at all. Then what is the x coefficient? X coefficient is 4. And what is the 4? Half. Half into 4 give you 2. And this 2 take a square. And one time add and one time subtract. After that, you can complete, and you know it very well, students. These three terms merge and will become x minus 2 whole square. And this minus 2 square become minus 4 and plus 11. Now, these two multiply here, and this two multiply with that number. So it becomes 2 times 2x minus 2 whole square. 2 4s are 8 plus 11. And final form, which I am getting, is this. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. So first part is done, completing square is over. And he's saying find a range. And this is called real number. Real number means if I show you the planning. So according to planning, part number 2, I'm going to do range. If I sketch it, because you know it, x squared coefficient is a positive. You have two graphs, x squared positive, we have this kind of graph. If x squared negative, we have this kind of graph. So because positive and 2, 3. So x is 2, y 3, x is 2, y 3. So x is 2 and y 3, 1, 2, and 3. So this point is turning point, and graph is coming approximately like this. Okay, and this is a turning point. This is a turning point of that. And x is 2, y 3. So he's saying from 2, you're going rightward and leftward throughout. This is called real number. What is called real number? So real numbers like means no boundary limit left and right. If I go from 2 rightwards, so curve will go this way upwards. If I go leftwards, so x value, y will go this way. It means my y value is starting from 3 and going up and up and up. This is called range. The range is very clear, is y is bigger than equals to 3. This is my final answer. Part number 3, explain function does not have inverse. I discussed this point once again. I discussed already. When our curve has, look at, for example, going left to right, we have one x value, one value phi, one x value, one value phi, one x value, one x value. But when I come backwards, so this is, for example, when you're finding inverse, this become x-axis, this become y-axis. And when I come from this x-axis, I have two values of y, one here and one here. So because it's a one x value has a two values of y in inverse function. So that is why it is not one-to-one function. How to write answer for it? As f of x, our function is not one-to-one. So it is asking why inverse does not exist. So inverse does not exist. Inverse does not exist. Does not exist. Okay. So I hope so you got a point. Okay. Hold on. If you have a one curve, either you have a from turning point, you have this curve. So it is giving one, which is called one-to-one. Or you have this curve, it is called one-to-one. If you have a both curves, it is not one-to-one function, make sure. So either we have to right curve or you have need a left curve from turning point rightwards and leftward, anyone, not both. So that is why. And now that is why you see this. He emphasized now x is less than a. And what is the a value? Find the value of a, largest value of a which has inverse exist. So this is a very simple concept I'm going to discuss with you. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Common sense, if you are, look at here, he's starting from where? X is less than a. What number he's asking less than a? For example, I'm coming from left side, from left side. I'm coming and I'm coming. I have to stop here. Why stop here, sir? Because if I coming from left side, my graph coming from down, down, down this way. Okay, if I move forward, then curve will turn. And you know it very well. If curve is turned, it has no more one-to-one. Okay, it means look at I give an example. This is here. You coming down, your x is going this way. Coming down, x going this way, and this turning point. And then it turned back again. So we have to stop at turning point. If you want function one-to-one possibility and inverse exists, so one choice only left behind we have, and that is that from turning point, you need either right side or left side. And for the right side, this value is called least. How least? Check it, please. Here 2, here 3, here 4, here 5. Among these, what is the least number? So 2 is the least number. Okay, now check it. 1, 0, -1, -2. Among these, what is the highest number? Highest number is 2. So either he asks you least number or largest number. Both option answer is a x coordinate of turning point. So A answer is 2. So that is why we can say that x value is less than A. So that is why, so this is a point is very, very clear. So this is a number. It means my graph is coming from this way, left side. So it means I have this graph. Have a look. Have a look. This 2, 3. And I'm going to make a graph. I believe, inshallah, you will understand my point of view. This graph, you get it. And the reason is very clear. X is 2, Y is 3. So graph of X is coming from this number to backwards. X is less than equal to 3. And Y value start from here and upwards. And it's called Y is bigger than equal to 3. This is called domain. This is called actually G function or function? G of X. So hold on, this is called G of X. So I should write here G of X also, G of X. So it means this diagram, a blue color diagram, is for G of X. So a domain of G of X is this, and range of G of X is this. Make sure. And now I'm going to do next part, because in next part, he will ask me the domain and range of them, okay? So I'm going to discuss that even. And without any working, I can tell you without any working. Have a look. Have a look. So this is a graph, okay? This is a blue curve graph. I'm going to make it here. This graph, I get it. Wait a minute, I make it again. This graph, I get it. Okay. And this the point is 3. Sorry, this 2. And this point is 3. First, it was this was the x-axis. This was the y-axis. Now, in inverse function, you know what, students, what happens? This becomes y-axis and this becomes x-axis. Okay, y-axis means this is called range. This is called range. Y is bigger than equal to 2. And what is it called domain? This is called domain now. X is bigger than equal to 3. So x becomes y and y becomes x. This is called inverse conditions. Okay, so this diagram is very clear. Now I'm going for the part number 5. Can you find inverse of this function? No way, sir. Why? Because my reply is there, because this is I have a 2 x's and both powers are different. We can't do it. Only one choice, if we convert into completing square, we have done already. This function is best to make it. So I'm going to do, let's start g of x equals 2 times 2x minus 2 whole square and plus 3. Let me recheck. Yeah, exactly. Now, what is the rule of the inverse finding? First of all, remove the name and write y. Try to make an x subject. How to make x subject? First of all, 3 will go subtract. This 2 is multiplying, will divide. Now take a root of the both side. When I take root of both sides, I will get 2. I'll get a plus and minus. You know it very well. But problem is that then this minus 2 goes there, become 2 plus. Side changes. Interchange. X become y and y become x. And this will call G inverse. But one thing is important left. What is that? We have to put either plus or minus here, not both signs acceptable. Let's see now. This decision of sign, the decision of the sign will come from here. My question. So if you go, your domain goes from here upwards. So your range is the range is going where? First of all, as you going rightwards, your y the x value is going upwards. Repeat my words. Wait a minute, please. Let me check. Wait a minute. Point of minima. Yeah, point of minima. Okay, if your x values. Wait a minute. I think this curve is wrong. I did made it. Why? This line is not going right side. This curve is going this way. So my graph should be this way. So this arrow I put wrong. I make it again. I make it again. So that is why it's coming wrong. Now it's coming correct. And what is this one? Y is less than equal to 3 because curves goes this way. So y goes upward and x goes. So now my question is what? So y is going right or left? Right side is always increasing and left side always decreasing. This is a criteria of the topic. So that is why I will plug in here. I will write here simply minus sign. So I will erase and I put a minus sign. So this is the whole story. And this is a most important point. Reason is very clear. If I go this way, and wait a minute, please. If x goes this way, the y value goes this way. So that is why I have to plug in here a minus sign. And I hope so. The topic is, and what's missing
Sir,
left? Yes, please.
sir, on both the graphs, the x is 2. You wrote 3.
Okay, okay. Oh, sorry. You're right. You're right. This is a two. Sorry, this is two. Thank you very much. I wrote two, but I pronounced. Okay. Now it is okay now. It's clear now.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Now correct. Thank you very much. And now what is asking for Ahmad Ashraf further? State the range of the G inverse. And we have a rule. What is that? Is range of G inverse equal to domain of G. And what is the domain of G? Domain of G is x is less than 2. So this will become a range, and you know it very well how to write it. Y is less than equal to 2. I check again. Domain of function is x is less than equal to 2. Will we convert into range and y is less than 2? I hope so. The topic is completely clear. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Question is clear.